Hi, welcome back. This is basics, HTML basics today, how to write a web page. And so every time you start a web page, you're just going to start with Notepad++. And Notepad++ is a great editor because it allows you to write code in about 60 different languages. So we're going to go doc type is equal to HTML, caret, and then down here I'm just going to hit enter. And I'm going to go, this is an HTML document, and down here I'm going to end the HTML document. And I've learned how to, you always want to start and stop these tags. So immediately then you go ahead and save as, and I will do, we'll call this abundance web page 2. And you have to go down to the save as type. Are you guys watching here? Are you guys watching? Josh, you watching? Down here, don't save it as a normal TXT file. These are all the different languages you can code in. You could do batch files. You could do Java source, JavaScript, KXstart, Kickstart. You could do Matrix, Pascal. I learned that in college. Perl. Perl's a good language to learn right now. Python, we're going to learn that in a week. Ruby, this is all the stuff you guys could just go buy a book on and say, hey, I want to learn how to do Perl. All right, you go get Notepad++, and you just save it as a Perl file, and you start typing in the Perl code. Okay, who understands that? Why don't the rest of us understand that? Okay, you get Notepad, and you would go buy a book on Perl, and you just, like I started typing in doc type, you're going to start typing in code. The best way to start learning code is to go buy a book and start typing it in and start to see if your brain can comprehend what you're typing in. Okay? So that's the best way to start learning how to do code. Okay, so I'm going to save this as a hypertext markup file because we're doing HTML. Who understands that? We're doing HTML today. So you save it as an HTML file. You hit save. And there you go. It turns colors. And now this is the start and the stop of an HTML file. How do we end tags in HTML? This should be a test question. What's the symbol that's ending a tag? Yeah. Yeah. Go ahead. Get yourself a piece of candy. It's the forward slash. All right. So I'm going to start the head of the document. And I'm going to end the header, and inside of here I'm going to put in a title, and this title is going to end here, and inside of this title I can give you the name of the website. So Abundance Springs AbundanceSprings.com. Now let's do Abundance Springs. Now what's the title? The title is what you're going to see in these bars up here. So when you go back into a web page, and do you guys see this? Do you guys see what is in? You guys see what's sitting in here in this tab? That is the title. If I hover over it, I get the title. Okay, what's this title right here? This title is called seating chart. Okay. What's this title here? Abundance Springs, Nourish the Whole You. So if I want that, then you go back into Notepad, and then I could say Nourish the Whole You. What's that? Yep, that's a problem. Okay. All right, so that's a problem. All right, now after the head, what comes after the head in a website? Yeah, the body. Get yourself a piece of candy. Okay, so now we start building the body of the website. So I'm going to go in here and I'm going to start the body and I'm going to end the body. Okay. So in the body of the website, I can give the whole entire body color by going into the body and saying background color, okay, equals quotes, and then I would go into my Gimp document and I go to this color wheel in Gimp. Ooh, that's a pretty mint green there. I like that pretty mint green. And I go there and I find the HTML code for it. 17.246, 136 gets translated into, the 17 gets translated into 11 in hexadecimal. So now if you want to do a study, if you guys want extra credit tonight, go see how RGBs get converted from RGB to hexadecimal. Okay, so that could be extra credit tonight. And this is 246, so 246 gets translated into F6, and this is 136 gets translated into 88. That makes no sense right now until you start learning how to do hexadecimal, and this is not a class on hexadecimal. So I go copy this, I go into here, and I hit paste. Oh, I missed. I go into my quotes, I hit Control V, and now I have a green website. So let's go ahead and see that. Save it, go back into, you should have created a folder, and you just, that is not it. So where is this saved at? File, save as, where did I save this to? Abundance Web, oh, I saved it in period 6, that's why. So I go back, save it to quarter 2, I want to go to period 1, save it in period 1, website number 2. I go back, there it is. There's my one, and there it is. There's my green background color. Who understands what I just did? Okay. Very nice, very nice. I have a background color. So now let's go ahead and put some nice pictures across the top. How about a title? You guys want a title here? How about a nice title of your website? Don't we want a title? Okay, so let's get a really nice title up here. Centered. Don't we like centered? Who likes centered? And bold. All right, so center, bold, nice colors. And then how about some pictures going across the screen? That'd be nice. All right, so let's do this. Let's go back in here. So in here, if you want to center something, it's real simple. You just type in center. And then you end your center. Okay? Was that hard to understand? Huh? No, it's really not, right? If you want to center something, you put it inside a center tag. Okay, so now whatever I put inside this center tag, guess what's going to happen to it? It's going to be centered. Did you get your notepad open? Just save it as whatever you want, first web page. Okay, so now there's something called headers, H1. There's H1, there's H2, H3, H4, H5, H6, okay? And do you guys see how all this stuff comes up and you get to choose from this box? Okay? So, a header 1, and then you come down here and you could end header 1. And then inside of here, I could just say, I could take this right here. I could copy this. Nourish the whole you. And I put inside of that. Okay, and now let's go ahead and just say, all right, I want a header 2. Let's go see what header 2 looks like. We'll just have some fun here. And I'll put that again in header 2. Okay. I guess if I wanted to do this, I could just copy and paste. You can copy and paste. Okay, Control C. You can copy and paste. All right, and I missed. And I missed. So now let's make this one header 3. And we'll make this one a header 4. And we'll make this one header 5, just so I can teach you about these different headers, what they look like. We'll do a discovery learning on this. This is header 6. Okay, there's 6 different headers. So then over here, you have to end it. Header 3. Who understands what I'm doing? Header 4, header 5, and header 6. Okay, let's go check this out, see what it looks like with different headers. File, save. Remember, you have to save it every time. If you don't save it, it's not in the file yet and you can't run it. So I go back into my folder. I go in here into Abundance Web Page 2, and there you go. Look at that. So do you see what the different headers do? Headers are like preset fonts. Okay, it kind of looks cool. Like kind of looks like it's popping out of the page. Okay, Michael, what's up, man? You're missing a lot of code there. What's going on? All right. Do you want to change that font color? You guys want to change the font colors? Hello? You want to change font colors, or do you like black? Sure. Yeah, I can do that. I can do whatever I want. You know why? I'm the developer. You know what I mean? I control the page. So let me show you how to do some fonts and styles. Let me show you how to do a font and a style. Okay, so let's go back into here. All right, so let's say you want header 1 to have a certain font. So you're going to go font. And you could say color is equal to, and what color do you want? No, red's the most common color for color blindness. You always want to stay away from red. So let's go back into Gimp and let's go get a complementary color to this nice here. I think you go across the wheel, right? Or purple. How about purple? Purple and green's nice. Yeah, those are nice complementary colors. So I want C811F6. Copy that. Notepad. C811F6. Okay. Now, fonts have a face. The face in HTML is like Times New Roman or you know what I mean? So we could go to a web page right now, and you could say HTML font faces face list. There it is. See, there's your face tags. Here's your list. You guys can look up all this. HTML standard fonts, and you go down here, and here you go. So here's your fonts you can pick from. You can pick from Baskerville, Copperplate, Palatino, Helvetica, Arial Black, Brush Script. Okay, how about Brush Script? Okay, you guys like Brush Script? So I'm going to go in here and I'll go to Brush Script. There it is. It liked it. Okay. It knew what I was saying. And then you can give it a size. Well, we don't need to give it a size because H1's giving a size, so we don't need to give it a size. Okay. And then who said they wanted the first one to be a different color? So if I want the first one to be a different color, what do I do right here? No, I just end this font, right? You with me? So I go end font, and now only the first one will have that font in it because the rest are not inside of there. Who understands what I'm doing? Okay? Because I told it, I said, okay, I only want your font to be here, and then you end it here. Only what's inside the tag gets it. Who understands that? See, like, only what's in H6 gets H6. That's it. So whatever I put in there gets H6. So if I hit save, let's go see if this works. I don't know. Maybe it won't. Well, the color worked. The brush script didn't work. So I've got something wrong with brush script. So maybe I'm not typing it out right. It doesn't like brush script. So it liked script before. Let's try script. Save. You know, maybe it has to be like one word. I don't know. Yeah, brush script. Maybe just one word. Save. Once again, it's just trial and error. Just try it. See if it goes brush script. Nope, it doesn't go brush script. So let's go back here and let's Unix. These are supported in Macintosh. Oh, these are supported in Microsoft. So we're in Microsoft here. So I don't know. I know one's called Verdana works, so let me try Verdana. If I go in here and I go Verdana, I know Verdana should work. And the only other thing I'm thinking is that there's Verdana. The only other thing I'm thinking of is that maybe the H1 won't let you overwrite it. I don't know. Okay, so let me try this. Maybe let's try to get rid of the H1. What happens if I get rid of the H1? What happens if I get rid of H1? And then here I would have to do a paragraph. And here I'd have to end the paragraph. P stands for paragraph. File save. And back here, let's go back here. Okay. There it is. Yeah, the top should be the biggest one. So now, if you're doing your own style font, then you have to give it a size. So then you would just come in here and go size equals, and then here you could go like 64 pixels. I think it's 64px in HTML. Let me see if it is. Save, see if that worked. Yeah, there it is. So see how I raised it to like a 64 pixel font? Yeah, if you don't like the look of that, then I would go back into an H1. Okay, if you don't like that, then let's go back into an H1. And the H1, I think, sets its own size. So here, H1, okay, file, save, boom. And there's, whoa, there's an H1. Oh, there's an H1 64 font. Yeah. Okay, so obviously that's too big, so let's go to 32. File, save. Who understands what I'm doing here? You guys getting this? Is this that hard to do? That's huge. Yeah. It's massive. Massive. There might be like different sizes here, like 7s. Yeah, notice how every time I open one of these, it saves it. Okay. So I'm going to open up a lot of pages here. You like the second one? That one? Okay. So that's when I didn't have sizes in it. So if I just go back to Verdana and I get rid of my size and I hit File, Save, it should make it an automatic H1. An H1 should have a preset size. There it is. There's an H1. Okay. So now, like, watch this. You know, if I want them all to have the fonts, okay, I just hit Control X, and I go down here and hit Control V, and now they'll all have the same font. Watch. See what I did? See what I did? Okay. So in HTML, it's what you put inside that tag. Who understands tags? HTML tags. Alex, what's up? There's an error somewhere if it's not showing up. You have a misspelling, you have your words are not inside a tag or something. All right, so let's put in some images. All right, so I'm going to go back here and let's get 3 images going across the screen. Yeah, we'll put these 3 images across the screen. Okay. We'll put some yoga, healthy eating, and a heart across the screen. You guys with me on that? Let's just go in and start adding some images. So I still want them to be centered. I still want them in the body. So I'm going to go img source src equals quotes, and then I go back into here, and I'm going to put in my, I'm going to soft click this, Control C this, and this is a JPEG. You have to know the suffix of your image. I'm going to hit Control V dot JPG, and then it's already centered, and I want its width to be like 32%. Okay, so I'm going to go in here and I'm going to say width equals 32%. Okay, and then I end that. And now I can just copy this. Control copy, Control paste, Control paste. And right now I should get 3 of the exact same pictures, and I don't want that, but I'll just show you that it should happen. Double click here, and there's yoga, yoga, yoga. Okay? Yoga, yoga, yoga. Yeah, yoga is hard. I went to yoga last night. It is tough. You're not a real man until you did some yoga. I'm going to tell you that right now. Oh, man. If I don't want yoga, yoga, yoga across here, then all I want to do then is go back in here, and you need to change the source. Can you guys still see that if I go here? Okay. So now I'm saying it's going to take up 32% of the screen. Okay. And then let's go in and put our other images in. So let's go in here. I'm going to soft click on healthy eating. And what I do is I soft click and control this. I don't want to print, I don't want to type this out. Number 1, I'm not the best typer in the world. Number 2, you're probably not the best typer in the world. Are you with me? And if you're off 1 letter, this won't pull up your image, and you'll get frustrated, and you'll think, oh, I typed it out perfectly, and then you're like, no, I didn't. So I never type this stuff out. Okay, work smarter, not harder, right? So I'm just going to Control C this. I go into my notepad, and I just go back to this source here, and I Control V that, and now that's that healthy eating. Let's go get the next one, and here's your heart health, and Control C. Now notice how these images are different sizes. Are you with me? We got a choice here. We could either open up these images and make them all the exact same height and width in Gimp. Does everybody know how to do that? Or we can use HTML code to make sure their height and width are exactly the same. Okay, I can show you how to do that here in a second. So I'm going to go back into Notepad. I'm going into this third one. I'm going to Control V this, and now I'm going to save this. And now, you know what? I think you can just refresh. I don't think I have to open this up every time. I think I can refresh it. Yeah, here you go. If you just hit refresh, it'll reload it. Okay. Now, do you see how these are? This is not cool. Are you with me? This is not cool at all with these different heights. Okay. So let's go give them the exact same height. Yeah, it looks like steps. It's kind of cool, but it's not really that cool. Maybe you want yoga in the middle because it's blue and the other two are white. This kind of looks off balance. So how do I change that? I go back here, and all I do is take this one out. Control X. I go back here, Control C. Control V. Okay. And now that one should come first. And let's go give these guys some heights. So we're just going to go height equals and I think we can go 20%. Okay. And then here, you just go down here and you say height equals 20%. And then down here, you're going to go height equals 20%. Does anyone know 20% of what? This might be real. This might be too big, actually. Save it. Go back in here, refresh. Okay. Yeah, the percentages aren't working, so let's give it some pixels. How about 60? Let's go 60 pixels high. Let's see how big 60 pixels is. 60 px. Okay. 60 px. And this is 60 px. Okay. Save that. Reload it. There we go. So do you see how I controlled all their heights are the same now? And do we like that? No. Okay. I think they need to be a little bit taller, right? But that's 60 pixels. So now, remember, we dealt with 60 pixels on our phone. That was a lot different. Okay? Who understands what I'm doing? Okay? Tomorrow, your homework assignment. Tomorrow, you're going to come in here. Friday. Tomorrow's Music Friday. I'm going to do some grades. And tomorrow, you're coming in. You're going to build a website. Are you ready for this? You're going to build a website for your IT company. Okay? What? You don't have an IT company? I know that. That's why you're an entrepreneur, and you're going to be making your own IT company. So tonight, you need to think about what's the name of your company. Okay? You can't have DANDROID. That's my company name. Okay? You can go with Dr. Droids. Think about what's your company name. Okay? If you guys can't think of something, go with your initials .inc. All right? And you're going to build a website for your IT company and what you do, what you can do for people. Are you with me? And I want images of what you do and why you do what you do. Okay? So let's go and finish this. I want these to be 120. What is that? Notepad. Okay, I like your notepad. 120 pixels. 120 pixels. And 120 pixels. Okay? File save. Relaunch. And that's looking a lot better. Okay? Understands what I just did. Okay, now let's say we wanted a paragraph below here kind of explaining what Abundant Springs is all about. So we can go down here and start just creating a paragraph. Okay, so you go back into here, and do we want this paragraph to be centered? Probably. Okay, so now you just go down here and you just go to a paragraph, and you're going to end that paragraph. I always start and stop a tag. Okay? Anytime I open something, I close it. All right? And Let's put some things in here like these paragraphs are not going to be really long, so I'm going to put these on one line. So she wanted something like discover what truly, I'll fix it, discover what truly nourishes your body, mind, and soul. Okay? And then down here she wanted another paragraph. Okay, so I just started another paragraph and I end the paragraph. Okay, and then this will also be centered because it's inside the center tag, and I could do like certified holistic health coach, and then she wanted her cell phone number on here. April Sharita. And then new paragraph, end the paragraph, and 513 555 5555. That's her. Okay. And a new paragraph. Close the paragraph. And in here, you're going to have email. Okay. And then down here, we have a new paragraph. And do you guys know why I want these paragraphs? Because you want them to be like little chunks of code that are all going to be centered. Okay? So just think of them as little chunks of code, individual and group. Yep, I hit caps. Individual and group. She wants group capitalized. Group health coaching programs. And click here to learn more about the path to your new. Okay, so I'm going to go ahead and save this and check it out. See what it looks like. You know, and if I don't like the looks of it, then I just change it. All right? Do I like the looks of that? No. Okay, so now, do you guys see what yesterday we talked about above the fold, below the fold? You know, these titles up here are messing us up a little bit because now you want this important information to be above the fold. See how I have to scroll down a little bit? Okay, some people aren't going to scroll down. They're going to miss that stuff. They're going to misclick here. Okay, so, you know, this is when you start, you know, you probably just want one of these up here. You don't want them all off? Okay, so What's that? If I just take these three out, okay, I just hit delete. Say, yeah. It's not. Okay, now you look a little bit better. Are you with me? Okay, now we're above the fold. How could I give this the same font as that? Could I make this purple? Okay, so once again, you would just go back into here. I'm going to grab this font tag, copy it, and I go down to these paragraphs, and I hit Control V, and then all this stuff, you don't have to, but I like to tab it so it's inside the tag. And then down here, when I want to end the font, how do I end a font? You just go to End Font. Whoa. And you just hit Save. And you relaunch your, this should go out purple. There you go. Okay. What happens if I wanted something like the phone number to stand out? Could I put a font around it? Sure. Okay. So let's say I want April Sharita and this 513 to stand out. Then all I do is I go surround it with a font tag. Okay. So I copy this and I go into my paragraphs. This is why I'm a big fan of like paragraphs, because now I just take April and I surround it in there. Okay. Let's put all her contact information in there. And I'll hit font and font. Okay. Now I do see a problem here. I don't know if this font is going to overtake this font. I don't know that for sure. Let me go get a color real quick from Gimp, and let's do a nice, pretty. That's an ugly gold. It's a nice, pretty yellow. You don't like yellow? Bright blue. How about that bright blue? Bright blue is 0018FF. Control C. And then in here I would go Control V. And I don't know here. I want to see, because a font is inside of a font, I want to see which one takes precedent. I don't know. So I'm going to just say save and reload. It worked. It went blue. It went blue. So yeah, I can take precedence inside because I started and stop it there. Okay. And you know, with all these white backgrounds here, you know what? I wonder if HTML handles transparencies. You guys want to see if HTML handles transparencies? Let's go see if HTML handles transparencies. So I'm going to right click with this. I'm going to edit with Gimp. And 5 minutes left. And here, what am I going to do? I'm going to go to my Windows, Dockables, Layers, right click, add alpha, color picker, pick the white, delete. Oh, nice. File, save as. Let's go into my documents. Let's go into my what's a web page. Don't think that is the right one. Documents. Why do I have 2 web pages? Yeah, this is the right one. So I put that in Q1. This is an XCF. I don't want an XCF. What do I want? I want a JPG, right? No, I want a PNG, right? PNGs handle transparencies. So I hit save. Given file name cannot be used for saving. You can use this dialog to save the GIMP XCF format. Export. Did I hit save? File. Export as. I want to export it as PNG. And I hit there. Working. Export. Good. All right, now I go in here. And one of these is a PNG, that one. So now I go back into HTML. I have no idea, folks, if HTML handles a PNG. Okay, let's see if it does. So I need to go in here and say this one is no longer a JPEG. What is it? A PNG. Let's save it and reload. Sweet. Except it has a black box. How do you get rid of that black box? So, HTML does handle a PNG. That's cool. That's good to know. So I'm going to get rid of this one too. So now I can do the same thing here. Right-click, edit with GIMP. And add alpha. Color pick it white. Delete. Nice. File. Export as dot PNG because it has transparency. That rhymed. I'm a poet. I know it. I got the skills to show it. Okay, I'm flowing. I'm knowing. I got the skills. I'm growing. All right, so now I just go back into my HTML document, and now I just go to this one right here. This one's going to be a PNG. And I hit File, Save, and Reload. And that's a pretty good day for us. Wow, why does that one not have a box and the other one has a box? This looks really good here. I like that. That box is no good. That box is no good. Okay. So I could just go and edit that in GIMP. Let's go edit this guy in GIMP again. And let's find out why this guy has a box around him. So here's what I can do. You guys ready? This is going to be kind of slick. I'm going to crop out the box. Watch this. I'm just going to go around the perimeter. You with me? And wherever that box was, I'm just going to go right inside of it and double click, and now it's gone. File, export as, export, replace, export, replace, and I should just be able to reload now. Sweet. Okay. No more box. All right, that is a long video. Thanks for watching, and have fun building websites. Tomorrow, you're building a website for I want you guys to know this. Tomorrow, you're building a website for your own IT company. You're an entrepreneur, and you're the CEO. Have fun.